Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Wait, 80!
Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now it's Breida. The chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida, 70 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready, 51. I'm coming after you. you. 36.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. On second down, Kamara. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Well executed there on second down. So do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
On third down, here's Kamara. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. They do go for it. It's Breeze. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
What we got? Check. 2.
Here's Breida. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Tackle made there by Kiko Alonso.
20.
Brings up second and 8 at the Saints' 31-yard line.
Check nickel. White.
They run with Breida. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Garoppolo to his tight end, Kittle, for a Niner first down. On the handoff, this is Breida. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
The Saints' 19-yard line.
Shoot! Oh, let's flare. 21. Here we go.
Now a give to Breida. And he'll get this down only to the 18. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocks back to the 19-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. Now, remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and run with Murray. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Now a play fake here on first down. They complete it to Hill. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys. You always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. This is caught by Gill. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Back to the ground game. Here's Murray. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness. You've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for two on this one.
Check. Hey, exit.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. On third down, a run from Breida. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
You must get tired of seeing this. He's coming, double up. 11. Watch the twist.
On first down, here's Breida. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Here we go.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On second down, it's Coleman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here we go.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
11.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Here we go. 20.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 35.
On second down now, it's Coleman. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The Niners on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Garoppolo. James has it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go. Ready? Watch the screen. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. 12.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. Well, he's into the clear. 30, 10, 5. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they...
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you've got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch the pass. Kill. 11.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Alert! Watch the split!
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They run it again with Kamara. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Breeze. Again has it complete. 17 there and a New Orleans 1st down. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Breeze, and brought in by the tight end Cook. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to spring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray, his second touchdown of the night. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. They'll try to run with Murray. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
From the 30 on second down, Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Hey, echo.
On third down, Coleman, a spin, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Garoppolo looks to throw, and it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with a football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So first and 10 now from the 30. They run with Murray, and an alley to run. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Latavius Murray, 30 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
At their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Travis.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
11.
It's fourth down.
Hey, Delta. Watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I got you. Don't let him breathe. Play that time. 13.
Here we go on fourth down to Garoppolo. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
Hey, here we go. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check, under. Kill.
A 10th carry for Kamara. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Check, cross. Check 26. Slam.
At the 49ers.
Again, it's Kamara. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. The tackle by Eric Armstead. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he'll get nothing out of that one. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. 3 quarters in the books. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here we go with Kamara. Alvin Kamara unable to push past that yellow line. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule. If someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. This is Breida.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Garoppolo gives to Breida. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
13.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, 46 yards. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. The busy night continues for Kamara.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. A run, it's Murray. And an alley to run. Past the trot, Latavius Murray. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray, 43 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Now Breeze will bring the Saints offense up to go for 2 here.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
They'll try to run with Murray. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now it's Breida. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. Looking to throw, Garoppolo connects with Kittle underneath. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They run once more with McKinnon. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. The Niners on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 2. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the 49ers get a score closer. Now Garoppolo will lead his guys up to go for the 2-point try.
No gain on this defense, no gain. Kill. Check 3. Flag.
They'll try and run it here. And he's going to get in. So they're back within 11. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game that 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
And they will take a knee here. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards. Garoppolo now. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Check, 95, 56. Check, block 54. Block, opposite. You got block, 21. Check 3.
Back near his goal line. Here's Breeze. And Breeze is going to go down in the end zone. A safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Silicon Valley.